Hello everybody, my name is Zach, aka The Weather Gamer, and oh god, this video is super late. It has been a little bit since I got to sit down and record and actually do a bunch of stuff, so I'm catching up right now. Sorry, we're already in 2 weeks in when I'm doing my draft analysis. So, you'll see this, and then you'll see the week 1 match this week, and then week 2 next week. So I'm going to be behind for a little bit, but it is what it is. But yes, we are back. It is season 5. Your Chicago Beartics are coming out for one final run. And I'm serious about this. This is the last time your Chicago Beartics will be taking the field for Draft League. I've had a great 2-year run with them. It's just I'm ready to change it up again. We just updated the Charizard's logo. I brought the Corviknights into commission. I've got my new logo done, courtesy of John Jr. It's ready to roll. I'm super happy about that, but that's a hidden treat for the end of the season. Anyways, it's 120 points, 9 to 12 mons. Megas are not required. Stat passing is allowed as long as you pass speed and no other stat. You can pass speed and subs. You can pass focus energy or you can pass critting plus speed. That's also allowed, but no speed plus other stats. We did swing the hammer on Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing, neither of which were very good last season. Z-moves are still banned. We are playing in Legacy, so everything, including Hidden Power, is back. And we are up to the Isle of Armor DLC, so play rough Bulu, but not like Grassy Glide Bulu, which is DLC 3, I believe. Not 100% certain, but that's where we're at. I was the 15th pick, and I'll turn my camera on here as soon as we get to the actual mons. 15th pick out of 16. A lot of people I'm looking forward to playing here. 15th out of 16. So, turning the camera on. By the way, WWC does have its own Draft League channel. I will link that in the description down below. You can head over there for, I hope, eventually power rankings and pick'ems and match of the week and stats and all that. I'm hoping that I will get my schedule figured out where I can actually do those on a weekly basis. Right now with a new job where I'm working 1 to 10 o'clock at night shifts and then being dead the next morning. It's a little difficult to get that done, but we are going to. So anyways, with the 15th pick, a mon that slid, and I couldn't believe it slid to me, was Urshifu Single Strike. I had no plans going into this draft other than the Dragon type I wanted. I knew it was time to bring an old friend out of retirement. I've been doing Haxorus a ton. I've been doing Hydreigon a ton. Hell, even Goodra's gotten a lot of love lately with several rain teams that I've run it on. So I knew I had a specific... Kyurem Black got banned, obviously, because we remembered Scale Shot plus Hone Claws. So that's basically Dragon Dance in its own. So we just decided, you know what, that's gone. So I went and I wanted to go back and pick up a dragon that I hadn't used in a long time, just to try it out. But Urshifu Single Strike fell to me, and I was like, I cannot pass this up. When is the next time I'm going to get to use one of the Urshifus? I personally prefer Single Strike. I think it's the better typing. I love my dark fighting types. Scraggy and Scrafty, please stand up. This thing is fantastic physical attacker. Base 97 speed, so it's really close to a base 100. Does have access to Sucker Punch for priority. Gets Poison Jab, so it can take out opposing fairy types. It's a fantastic Scarfer, fantastic choice band user. Wicked Blow always crits. So no matter how set up they get, you can always get a Wicked Blow crit off, meaning Rodriguez and Mew setting up. Defense boosts, unless they're body press. I can break through them with Wicked Blow. Ignoring Protect is really, really nice with Unseen Fists. It's a fantastic wall breaker, and I'm really, really happy to get it and try it out and see what it does. Now, speaking of the Dragon type, he's back. It's Charizard X. I've been wanting to try Charizard X for a very, very long time. I either draft other Megas or like Mega Glade, Mega Medi, Mega Main has been a very good priority lately. Hydreigon, Haxorus, Goodra. I just have not been able to get Charizard out of the vault lately. I'm 17 and 19 in 2 leagues with WWC Season 2. Yeah, Season 2 and APA Indigo Season 2. Season 2. I did both Season 2s. So I'm glad to have Charizard X back. X gonna give it to you. But yeah, it's fantastic. I will say I've bashed Mortal a ton of times about running Special Charizard X, but I'm kind of thinking about it now because it did get Scorching Sands. So if Charizard X has a terrible matchup, but Charizard has a decent matchup, all I have to do is hold the Mega Stone. I don't actually have to Mega Evolve. So I could just bring, Special Charizard and not Mega Evolve it and go from there. But yeah, getting Charizard, I love having this 1-2 punch of Urshifu Charizard. It's just one sets up, one just clicks moves until it dies. And there's not a lot of offensive switch-ins on the first 2 Mons here. Granted, they are both very physical Mons, so I decided I was going to pick up a Special Wall Breaker and a Special Wall Breaker that I have recently found some success with and have, gotten a lot of respect with it, for it, after being one of my favorite Mons to use in playthroughs, and that's Gengar. This gives me a Special Wall Breaker. It takes me back to the APA Academy Season 3, where I had Gengar Hydreigon, and there was not a lot that could switch into that. Defensively, not a lot could switch into it. They just hit so hard, and they cover each other's weaknesses. Charizard and Gengar, while they share a ground weakness, Fizz and Urshifu and Charizard share a fairy weakness. Gengar can kind of check up fairies very easily and allow Urshifu to clear them out. Clear things out once they're gone. Same with Charizard. Once the fairy type goes down, it's just a bulky water that I have to deal with, and then Charizard could potentially sweep. 110 base speed gives me a nice speed stat above Charizard for scarfing purposes. And these 3 just made a fantastic offensive core to start this league off, and their synergy was very, very nice. Now, Charizard X is a finicky beast because it's not allowed hidden or boots, obviously, because it's got to hold a Mega Stone, and it does not like to switch into rocks. So I need to make sure I have plenty of hazard control on my side of the field. And so that's what I started to do, was I started to pick off some hazard control for my team, getting the washing machine. Now, I have used Mega Charizard Rotom Wash twice. This is the second time I've used this combo, because they pair very well. Rotom Wash now can handle those bulky water types that Charizard struggles to break through. It gives me a fantastic defensive pivot with Volt Switch, and Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split sets, Toxic set. Obviously, it gives me screen access to allow Charizard to set up potentially. It would allow Nasty Plot Gengar to set up behind screens. Rotom Wash getting Nasty Plot as well allows it to set up and be much more of a problem. It's one of the few Rotom forms that once it Nasty Plots, well, actually, there's 2 Rotom forms that when they Nasty Plot, they don't keep that boost, being Cut and Heat, because Overheat and Leaf Storm, but Rotom Wash at +2 is actually not bad, allowing me to fire off +2 Thunderbolts and Hydro Pumps. So it does give me offensive pressure as well. But the big thing is it definitely is a really nice defogger to keep Spikes off once Charizard Mega Evolves, keep Spikes and T-Spikes off, and keep Rocks off the field before Charizard Mega Evolves. It is a ground immunity with Levitate, so Gengar and Charizard have a little better time, and it breaks the ground types that Gengar and Charizard, and rock types that Charizard don't necessarily want to deal with. Hello, child. Where did you just come from? Speaking of hazard control, I picked up Florges. This gives me Wish Pass into Charizard, so if I can't defog, I can Wish Pass to get my health back off the Stealth Rock damage. It's good Wish Passing into Urshifu. Gengar would appreciate it. It is another hazard control with defog. I got sniped on Togekiss. I was actually aiming for Togekiss, and Thriller had to snipe me. I just don't... Florges is a fantastic special wall, but I just really wish I had Togekiss. Because Togekiss is a great, you know, annoying T-Wave Air Slash Flinch God, plus Wish Passing as well, plus Cleric, plus Scarfer, Spexer, and it has Momentum and Baton Pass. Florges has no Momentum, and that really sucks because it does... Florges can suck the momentum out of a game really quickly. Like, if you're in control, you go into Florges, and then you have to pivot, you suck up a lot of your momentum with Florges. But it does give me a very bulky special wall and something to sponge fairy-type hits for Charizard and Urshifu, as well as deal out some damage itself, and basically function as a defensive cleric for the team. I did get Serp next, again, getting a speed stat slightly over Gengar. I've loved Serp. I've had some fantastic times with Serp lately, which I will recap in the next week or so, because I don't know if I finished off all my Serp videos lately. It is another defogger. It does have hidden power. If you are not careful, Serp will sweep your butt. I also have a couple of techie Serp sets that I've been experimenting with in other leagues that never actually got to go off. And so I'm hoping I can get Serp to get rolling, but yeah, it's basically anti-sticky web, because if your opponent leads sticky webs, then you basically get a speed boost. And they're going to have a hard time dealing with speed boost from Serp, especially once it starts leaf storming and getting the contrary boosts. So, but yeah, another special wall breaker for me, and kind of a interesting little mon, just to say the least. Went and got Mamoswine. I'll be fully real here. We do allow, you know, changes to draft picks and all that. I didn't originally draft Mamo. I drafted Pylo, but then Mamo went undrafted, so I swapped him out because I had the points to do it. I've used Mamo before. It's a fantastic wall breaker, fantastic ground and ice type. It's just so... It hits so hard. It's so physical. You can run Banded, Life Orb, Scarf, Expert Belt, Soft Sand I've seen, Never Melt Ice I've seen, Priority and Icicle Shard. This will take out the rock types that my team really does not want to deal with. If I don't have Serp or Rotom Wash, this is a good way to take those out. It's a fantastic mon. Fantastic breaker for my team. And so far, other than Florges, nothing really wants to switch in on this team. Like, things can switch into Florges pretty easily, but other than that, everything else on my team is such an offensive threat, or can be such an offensive threat, that it's so hard to switch into. Oh, and Mamo gives me rocks. I finally got hazards, because I had no hazards before this. So Mamo gives me a rocker. What are you doing back there? Speaking of hazards, I picked up Fortress. Now I have another rocker, a T-Spiker, and Spikes, because Charizard and Urshifu are both going to like Sashes being broken. Just to, you know, not get revenge killed. Gives me a Rapid Spinner, so I don't have to defog with my 3 defoggers and take my hazards away. I can spin hazards off my side of the field. It's a fantastic physical wall. So Florges is a special wall, Fortress is a physical wall. Between the two of them, they should be able to handle things defensively. And obviously, Rotom and Mamo actually can serve as substitute walls as well, because they're very bulky on them. Their defensive stats as well. Mamo physically, Rotom both. It does give me Volt Switch, so I can pivot. So I don't lose a ton of momentum with Fortress. I could just run, you know, like spin, 2 hazards, and Volt Switch depending on what I need. So, but yeah, and it's also Zippy's second favorite steel type, so I'll give it a try. Now at this point, I'm bleeding points. I have sucked myself pretty dry. I could have gone and picked up 4 more Mons. I only needed 1 more to be legal. So I only drafted 1 more. I grabbed Aerodactyl. Arrow is another defogger. It is another stealth rocker. It did get Dragon Dance now. So, DD Aerodactyl, anybody? I really wish it got a physical flying type move that was better than 2-turn fly or aerial ace. Come on, Game Freak, give this thing Brave Bird in DLC 2. Also, I just realized how bad the sun is coming in my windows. It's switched sides, so I will have to fix that before I do more videos. Anywho, yeah, I mean, Arrow is just a very good mon. I've drafted it before. Just the league died, so I didn't get to use it that much. 130 base speed, so now anything that's trying to Scarf above Serp, not necessarily can get past Scarfed Aerodactyl. It allows Gengar the ability to run Scarfed or Specs. It lets Serp run Scarf or Specs, so it's a really nice mon as far as the speed tier goes, and giving me another ground immunity and some more hazard fun. So I don't know. That's gonna be the team for now. Let me know what you guys think. Am I gonna have the same luck that I've had in the previous odd seasons of WWC? Because season 1 I went 7-5 and made playoffs. Season 2 I went 2-10 or 3-9, something like that. Season 3 I went 7-5, made playoffs on a technicality. We're not gonna get into that again. Season 4 I got my ass handed to me and went 3-9. So season 5, 7-5. Can't go 7-5 because there's not 12 games. 6-4. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of the team. How you think I'm gonna do. Definitely check out the WWC channel. The draft streams are all up there for sure. And yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Let me know who you think the kill leader is gonna be for the team. It's actually kind of hard on this team because there's a lot of potential kill leaders. So see you guys next time.